Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. October 1st, Thursday evening, and wanted to touch base with you about some new charts of the day. Actually, they're not new. They're a review of some of the recent ultra shorts that we initiated positions in and also had recommended, but wanted to give you an update because today was a spectacular day for the downside market and the upside shorts, the shorts on the upside, I should say, the ultra shorts. And starting off alphabetically with the BGZ, as you can see, the stock had been in a dramatic downtrend for months. We'll go to a daily chart, and this is the downtrend that's been in for months, just having dropped from July alone from 42 down to 20. Let's look at it on a 15-minute basis to get a better view. As you can see, in mid-September, it reached a bottoming point, retested, ran up on strong volume, rolled over and retested again to fortify and widen the base pattern, making it more viable for a bigger move. As they say, the bigger the base, the bigger the move. In any case, today was a definitive day because the stock broke up through the lateral price resistance and then spent several hours consolidating before a late burst in the last 20 minutes, 15 minutes, broke them out to above the 23 range for the session. The BGZ was up $1.66 or 7.75% on solid volume of nearly 14 million shares. Now on the 15-minute chart, you'll see that it closed right at overhead resistance above this declining top line, but right at lateral price resistance. It goes back a couple months. That's a key area. If we can break through tomorrow, and for example, if the indices gap lower tomorrow and this thing runs, would not be surprised to see this one move further up towards that 2490-25 zone, and then from there, next targets beyond that are the 26.5 area, which are lateral price resistance and the major channel declining tops line, and ultimately another test of key resistance near just under 28. So those are the targets to review: 25, 26.5, and 28. We're moving on to the EDZ, emerging markets. Triple bear, similar pattern exists. A basing pattern has formed over the last couple weeks with the bottom, a retest, and then a complete retest. But all three held above the 6 3/4 level. This one is not acting as strong as the others, but I wanted to show it to you because the base is there. I'd like to see this move up across the 7 3/4 range tomorrow. If that occurs, there is a possibility of additional price movement up towards the 8.5 area, which is lateral price resistance, but there's also this declining top line to contend with around $8. So we'll see what occurs and what progress the EDZ can make, but the FAZ was a strong performer today. As you can see, a couple of days ago, broke internal trend line, retested it, triple bottomed, moved up sharply, and today closed above key lateral 2-month resistance, up around the 2255 area. Now, the difference between this one and the BGZ, for example, is that it moved up and then stair-stepped its way higher all day, whereas the BGZ went sideways in a flag pattern and then broke out. So this demonstrated some unique relative strength all day in terms of the ultra shorts. It is now in a distinct rising channel, at least since yesterday. You can see strong volume at the close here. Next target, 24, 4 1/4, right there. And beyond that, we have the declining tops line around just under 26, and then 27.5, and then 29 are the next levels of resistance and potential targets. SRS. Difference between SRS and some of the others is that despite the lower levels in the market, this one made a higher low and then another higher low and has a rising base type pattern, which is bullish. Underlying technicals are constantly moving higher and at the top of the window on both money stream and unbalanced volume. Resistance around the top of that channel is around 1075, which we should reach early tomorrow. But more important, lateral resistance exists around the 11-11.15 range. A breakout there could send this one up towards 13 1/4, which would be my next trading targets, which also coincides with the declining tops line. So that's a very key area for the SRS, up around the 13, call it 13.25-35 zone. Lastly, the TZA. which on a 15-minute chart also based out nicely, broke out today through key lateral resistance, but closed right on a second level of resistance right at 1330, 33 area, and closed I think 1332. But also like the TZA, like the FAZ, it had a rising channel all day and closed it at the high for the day going away. The targets on this are 14, 50, 60, 15 and a half, and then 17-ish. Those are the levels to keep an eye on. Lateral price resistance, declining tops line, and then secondary lateral price resistance. Going to be interesting to see if the market does follow through, whether the ultra shorts can spike upward and start a significant move here. But we'll know shortly. Good night. Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. October 1st, Thursday evening, and wanted to touch base with you about some new charts of the day. Actually, they're not new. They're a review of some of the recent